Landlords and real estate investors across the U.S. are being affected by the new Omicron variant. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. All right, so I have an interesting article for you today, and it's going over the effects of the Omicron variant on real estate investors and landlords and property owners and anyone who might be interested in real estate. So, as everyone knows, this new variant of coronavirus or COVID-19 has been spreading across the country, and well, it's had an effect on a lot of things, and it can be a really bad thing if a locality decides to start doing lockdowns again, or if there's a stay-at-home order, especially for like people who are invested in commercial real estate and offices in particular, but retail could be affected. And even in the case of small landlords, if we have suddenly our employees are no longer getting paid because their businesses have been shut down because of this mess. Now, before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe button, maybe leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think. Do you think there's going to be another lockdown? Do you think there's going to be a stay-at-home order? Do you think this Omicron is going to somehow mess up, your plans for real estate for 2022? Oh, man, I hope they don't mess up my plans. But anyway, this article is coming from foxbusiness.com, and it says, Omicron variant drives decrease in mortgage rates, Freddie Mac. And it looks like mortgage rates are going to be going down. Let's see what the article says, though. Mortgage interest rates dropped after the COVID-19 Omicron variant began spreading across the U.S., according to the latest data from Freddie Mac. Market volatility caused the 30-year mortgage to drop 7 percentage points to 3.05% APR for the week ending December 23, 2021. As the year comes to a close, the housing market is proceeding steadily, said Freddie Mac chief economist Sam Cater. However, rates are expected to increase in 2022, which will impact home buyer demand as well as refinance activity. And maybe it's a good thing that rates increase in 2022, okay? So, as you know, the world is going through, in particular, the U.S. is going through a heck of a lot of inflation, okay? So, if they increase interest rates, the thought is that will help decrease the inflation, and that will help things get back to normal in terms of inflationary terms. Now, obviously, this whole new variant is throwing a wrench into that because it's causing rates to drop. Now, this could be a good opportunity if you want to expand your real estate portfolio to buy property because you're able to get these super low rates. The problem I'm having personally is I can't find the type of property I want to invest in. Okay, so finding the property or having to compete for it's quite difficult. And I'm not, putting through the effort to find a lot of off-market deals right now. That might be part of the problem. But, if you're just looking on the multi-listing service or on Realtor.com or Zillow, you're having to really compete with a lot of people to get those properties. And you're going to have to pay top price on top of that. So, man, looks like, though, that mortgage interest rates are going down. The 15-year conventional loan rate also dropped the week before Christmas to 2.3%. This was a drop from 2.34% the week prior, but up from 2.19% at the same time last year. The 5-year Treasury indexed hybrid adjustable rate also fell to 2.37% compared to 2.45% last week and 2.79% the same time in 2020. Investors kept a cautious wait-and-see approach to the Omicron variant as signals point to higher levels of contagion but lower levels of severe symptoms, said George Radiu, Realtor.com's manager of economic research. In positive news, this week saw an upward revision to third quarter GDP and an increase in existing home sales, pointing to an active market in a historically slower season. If you want to take advantage of lower interest rates before they begin to rise, consider refinancing your home loan in order to save money on your monthly mortgage payment. And basically right now I am going through a refinance on one of my properties, and I'm beginning the process on refinancing several other of my properties because interest rates are so low and I hadn't refinanced in a few years. So I'm trying to take advantage of it before they start raising these interest rates, because they're talking about raising interest rates in 2022. And what I want to do is do cash out refinance, put together as much money as possible, and then at least begin spending that money towards buying more real estate in the spring and late winter months. So come February, March, I want to be buying real estate. Okay, I'm a landlord. I love buying real estate, and that's my plan for 2022. I've made it my goal to get a lot more units. I'd love to double the number of units I have right now. I only have 12 units, so getting up to 24 by the end of 2022 would be a great thing for me. Okay, so yeah, Omicron, it's wreaked havoc on on everything. It's a crazy world out there right now, and my hope is that it ends up just being a lot more mild, and that we're able to just move past it as the year goes on.